Alright guys, what's up? This is my first YouTube video where I'm filming. I guess like you can see my face. I feel like my previous YouTube videos have been more like shorts, have been more, what would you call it? More like routines and stuff. But I felt like switching it up today and just trying something new, stepping outside my comfort zone. I just finished a run right now, so looking a little rough, but you know what? That's okay. You know, not everything has to be perfect and, you know, scripted and all of that stuff. But I'm sidetracked a little bit. But today I wanted to make this video just because me and my friends were talking about something that I feel like a lot of us struggle with, right? Whether we're college students, teachers, professors, CEOs, kings, whatever position you're at in your life right now, I feel like this is something that we all struggle with, we all deal with. And that topic of today is procrastination, right? And I feel like in my case, procrastination is something that's costed me a lot, right? Whether it's been financially, mentally, like even spiritually too, just putting myself in situations that if I had just taken the time to do it right now instead of pushing it off till later, I feel like I could have been in a much better place. But, you know, it's like people always like to say, experience is the hardest teacher. So I wanted to just talk to you guys about procrastination and just the psychology behind it. And also some tips and tricks that I feel like you can implement in your life. And I'm also implementing in my day-to-day life to help all of us overcome procrastination. So, procrastination, right? Procrastination is just simply pushing off something into the future, right? And it could be anything, right? You can procrastinate on your homework, on a task at work, on a project that you need to do at home, even just something as simple as like doing your laundry. Oh, I'm gonna do it later, right? And procrastination is one of those things where it's just like, and when you make that choice to actively procrastinate, to actively say, I'm gonna push that task off till later, what would you call it? I'd actually say it's a form of pride. You're honestly, when you're making that decision, you're saying to yourself, I believe that I'm gonna live long enough to go and do that task later. And you might be like, Mark, what are you talking about, right? What do you mean? Like, I'm just simply pushing it off till later. Well, tomorrow's not promised, right? And I feel like when you make that decision over and over again to push something off till later, you're honestly delaying yourself from receiving the fruits of whatever you're trying to push off, right? And I'll give you an example, right? So I'm in college right now, right? And I didn't realize that I had to pay this bill. I could have paid this bill earlier, but instead I was like, I'm gonna just forget about it. I'm not gonna check on it. And I waited to the last second. Well, me waiting till that last second meant I wasn't able to register for classes, wasn't able to take care of some stuff, and that kind of screwed me over because now I had to get the money, I had to pay that bill, I had to wait a couple days for it to clear. You know, it was just a whole fiasco that could have been avoided if I had just taken the time to look and see what needed to be paid.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like it's one of those things where, and I realized, and I took some time to sit down and think about it and reflect on the situation. And I realized that me choosing not to look and take care of that was coming from a place of fear, of taking that first step. And I feel like a lot of you guys can attest to this, right? You want to start that clothing brand, you want to start that business, you want to start that YouTube channel, you want to start whatever it is you want to do. You push that off and you procrastinate because you're afraid to take the first step. Because the task that you're trying to do is just so it just looks so big. It looks like there's so much going on, and you get overwhelmed. And I feel like in that case, that was it for me. Like, just afraid to take the first step, afraid to start that task. And I feel like that fear is honestly what holds back a lot of people from achieving their dreams. Like, even this YouTube video that I'm filming right now, right? I was like, if you ask my friends, they've known for a long time I've wanted to make content on a more consistent and regular basis. But I was just like, I'm just gonna, I'll do it sometime, for sure. I'll let you know when I do it. I'll let you know when I post. And I just, I was just like, and I'd always keep pushing it out, I'd keep procrastinating. And I'll be honest, a part of it was fear, right? Fear of how I'd be perceived, fear of how I would look. Like, I have to look a certain way, everything has to go in a certain flow. And I realized this is like, if you don't start now, when are you gonna start? What if something happens and God forbid I'm not able to make content? What if something happens and you're not able to do that task, or you're not, or that assignment or whatever it is that you need to do, that time you had to do it was the best time, right? And I just feel like if you want to reach success, if you want to have a less stressful life, you got to just do it now. Like, just start now, right? It doesn't matter if it's small or big, just start now, right? And just like, even just filming this video, I feel a greater sense, like, I feel mentally, I'm starting to feel so much better because I'm taking that step of filming the video, right? And it's just like, wow. Procrastination is a sin, honestly. I really think it's a sin, because you're basically telling God that I believe I'll make it tomorrow to do that task. Well, as we all know, whether you believe in God or not, we all know tomorrow isn't always promised. So why are you pushing it off into the unknown, knowing that that might not be there for you? And honestly, I feel like, what's the worst that could happen from you starting to whatever it is you want to start? Like, starting it right now. If you got free time, if you want to start a business, maybe going on ChatGPT and saying, hey, help me craft a plan for this business. Or, I want to start a clothing brand. Why not start it now? Or if you got chores like laundry, doing dishes, why not do it now, so that way later you don't have to do it? Because later is eventually going to come. And when later comes, that's your present. And now you have to do that task or chore in the present. So that's just something that I feel like has been in my heart, been in my mind. But in terms of tips, right? Okay, so it's like we've addressed where, what's it called? Procrastination comes from, right? Fear or just laziness, right? Some tips that I feel like are great for overcoming procrastination would be just to start now, right? If you have laundry to do, just get up and do it, right? Because we're all, as human beings, we're very lazy, right? There's nothing we love more than just sitting in bed, just with snacks, watching Netflix all day, right? But if you have things you need to do, just do it now. Just get up, do it well, do it fast, do it efficiently, and get it out the way. I promise you that's a bigger dopamine boost than just sitting in bed watching anime and eating your snacks all day. If you want to start that brand, do it now. Go take a few minutes, just 5, 10, 15 minutes, write down your ideas for your brand. If you want to get in shape, all right, and you got an hour or a half hour, shoot, go do some push-ups, man. You don't even have to leave your house. You can do some push-ups, some crunches, some planks. You can do some body weight exercises. Go on YouTube, put on a 10, 15 minute workout video. Just do it now, Like, procrastinating, when you procrastinate and the longer you do it, and the more you build a tolerance for procrastinating, the more you're setting yourself up to not receive all the blessings that God has for you, right? A lot of people who have become successful, right? Whether they're billionaires, CEOs, even kings, right? You know, they see, when they saw the moment was there, they took the opportunity, they seized it. They didn't wait, they didn't, oh, I don't know. No, they went and they seized it, right? So it's just like, obviously you may not be a king or queen, billionaire, whatever, but you can definitely seize the opportunity to improve your life. You can definitely seize the opportunity to do something now so your future self can have an easier life. And I think when you have that mindset and you start to realize that, oh, I want to procrastinate, you then start to see how, I'm procrastinating in a lot of things, right? And it's just like, if you want to be successful, you got to learn how to do it now. You got to learn how to put your foot down and do it now. You got to learn how to fight the laziness in your body and just do it now. So I'm hoping that, your journey goes well. Let me know in the comment section if you dealing with procrastination and how you've overcome it, or if you're still working on it. Be open and be honest, because you can't solve a problem if you refuse to acknowledge it. So acknowledge that you're procrastinating. Acknowledge that you like to push stuff off. The first step towards, recovery and starting a new journey is recognizing, acknowledging that you have some things you need to work on. So if you're procrastinating, if you like to push stuff off, you're lazy, acknowledge it, but then work on it. Take some time to write down, hey, I'm lazy. How can I not be lazy? How can I improve? How can I be more efficient? How can I get rid of that habit? So yeah. But yeah, this is my first YouTube video. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you gained something from it. And yeah, I'm gonna head out. So yeah, peace.